First of all, well bowled today. Big build-up, an important game. What's the build-up to the game been like?
Uh, it's been a real focus this week. Guys sort of more looking to sort their own selves out, sort of looking within, not really looking at external factors, and more really studying our position and how we can sort of impose our strengths on them. And I was just glad to see that everyone was in a position that we could go out there and display something close to that today.
And it felt like a big game, and all the way through there, there's quite a bit of tension around the ground this morning.
Yeah, there was a real focus from ball one this morning. I thought that Mags and myself set the tone quite well, followed up by everyone else. We didn't quite get those rewards in that first session, but through sort of nagging away at that length and putting the ball in the right area on what was quite a slow pitch, we sort of got some rewards in the end and managed to put ourselves in a decent position this evening.
How difficult is it as well when the skipper pulls out sort of an hour before the match as well?
Yeah, it can be quite difficult, but I think the preparation and the build up to the game, everyone was so focused and so keen to sort of put in a performance and do a great job for the club, that luckily that did take its toll. And as I said, you saw not only with our bowling but with our fielding, it was a massive improvement from last game, something that we've been working on really hard, because it's a part of our game that makes us tick and makes us buzz around the field and gets us in a rhythm. So luckily it didn't take its toll too much after him pulling out.
93 for 2 at one stage after those 2 early wickets, and all of a sudden that clatter of wickets. At 93 for 2, did you still very much felt you were in the game? And it's funny how 1 wicket leads to 2, leads to 3.
Yeah, well, I mean, we came in at lunch and we had a chat, and it was all positive. We talked about a lot of the good things we did in the morning session, which was hold length for long enough. We went past the edge quite a bit. Again, on what I said, it was quite a slow wicket, and I thought we created enough to probably have a few more wickets in that first session, but they didn't come. But we came back out after lunch and put the ball in the right area long enough, and just like that we got a cluster of wickets which put ourselves in a decent position.
And you spoke about the catching, which was excellent. You took a good catch. And Mike Yardy, I mean, a terrific 100. Sussex going to miss his batting, but boy, are they going to miss his slip catching as well.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he's been a top performer for the entire time he's been at Sussex, a real ambassador for the club, both on and off the field. And yeah, he'll be a real miss, both on and off the field, whether it be his batting, his slip catching, or his sort of senior qualities off the field as well. It'd be a great miss.
Tell us about the wicket, Chris. It's difficult to gauge what this score is before Sussex have had a chance to bat.
Yeah, as I said, when we started this morning, I mean, the first ball at Mike's ball went sort of one bounce through to Brownie, and you're thinking, well, maybe it could be quite a long day. But then he bowled another ball later and he over that. So it was a little bit back of a length and got a bit more carry. And then when I started as well, I was getting a little bit of swing and some decent carry through the new ball. So that was quite encouraging, and sort of just tried to take one ball at a time. But the pitch on the whole is quite placid, it is quite slow. It's quite two-paced at times as well, and all we tried to do was sort of smash in the area and bowl nice and straight, sort of keep the stumps and LBW in play, because after that new ball went, we didn't feel as though we were going to get too many nicks, and you saw that with our field adjustments, where you got more guys in front of the bat, more guys on catching, and we actually created a few chances like that. I think you would probably see a lot of that going through the game.
What about yourself? Because you seem to be bowling really quickly out there today.
Yeah, I mean, the ball came out quite nicely today. I've been doing quite a bit of work in the week. Obviously, I come back from injury a few weeks ago, and probably just a little bit undercut overs-wise. So did quite a bit. Having that week off between games was quite useful for me. I was able to go in the nets and work out a few things for myself, and yeah, I was just glad that it came off today. And I mean, that's just one day. I want to back that up again tomorrow and again the next day. And I think that's the key for me.
How are you injury-wise? Because it was the side strain. Then was it a back problem, Chris?
Well, it was a side strain, but the back, I had a slight back nickel that I had been carrying for quite a while. But Since I got my initial back injuries back in 2010, I always knew that after that time, or even after you bowl one ball at the beginning of a season, uh, everything hurts for the rest of the season. So you can't exactly bowl pain free for the entire time. So you have to find ways of managing yourself and getting through what can be quite a long county season. But injury-wise, on the whole, I'm feeling great. I've got quite a few overs under my belt today. I actually bowled probably the 9 or 10 over spell, which was quite encouraging for me to get through that, which shows that my side is holding up quite nicely. And yeah, just taking one day at a time now and do my best to kick on from here.
How frustrating a summer has it been for you, Chris?
Yeah, it's been quite frustrating. Obviously, initially I was in that ODI setup. Got injured at second game. For that first week after I got injured was probably my most frustrating time. But I quickly got over it because I had been there before, and if I had dwelled on it too long, if you like, I wouldn't have put myself in a position that I could be playing today, or you know what I mean. I could have put myself back a few weeks even. So I got over it quite quickly, because I understand that's a part of life and that's a part of sport, and that stuff will happen. It's all about how you come back, how much stronger you come back as well.
Are England sort of in constant contact with you about your fitness, particularly when I know you're not in the one-day squad, but they are inquiring about your fitness and how you're getting on? Are they supervising you?
Yeah, well, obviously being on central contract, England sort of take the lead on my recovery, if you like. But all in all, there's been really good communication and a real clarity. So, I mean, that's all I can say at this point. But yeah, there's still some good communication going on.
I guess all you can do is take wickets and look to get yourself on an aeroplane somewhere in the winter, Chris.
Yeah, 100%. But I mean, first and foremost, is taking wickets and trying to win games for Sussex. And I think if I'm doing that to a high level, then I stand a good chance. But that's all I'm concentrating on, taking wickets for Sussex and trying to help them win games.
And final question, how important is it for Sussex, the squad, you, the players, to keep your First Division status for next season?
I think it's very important. For a club that is not quite an international ground, I still think it's a very big club, and it's got good First Division pedigree, if you like. And for the last 3 seasons, we've sort of finished third and had some real strong finishes to seasons. And for the club on the whole, it'll mean everything. And everyone in that dressing room, I can guarantee, is working towards that and doing their best to make sure that this club stays in the division that it deserves to be in.
Tremendous. Chris, thanks.